for joining us on Oshkosh Today, your source for all the great local nonprofit organizations and events here in your city. So I'm your host, Emily Mikowski. We have another packed show for you today, so we're going to dive right in with our first guests. We have the Big Brothers Big Sisters. We have Lori Altrade, the lead match specialist, as well as Nicole Peterson, who is a board member for the Big Brothers Big Sisters. So first of all, ladies, welcome and thanks for stopping by today.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Thank you.
So we have a ton of stuff to talk about, but maybe first, for those of us who aren't that familiar, you can give us just a general overview of what Big Brothers Big Sisters is.
Sure. Big Brothers Big Sisters is an organization where we match children to an adult in a one-to-one friendship, and they spend a couple of hours once a week together doing things to get to know each other and just building a friendship together.
So really a great opportunity for people to get involved and help the kids of the community. Really.
Absolutely, and it's so easy to do. It's only a couple of hours once a week and doing very simple activities together.
Yeah, so a lot of people are kind of familiar with how Big Brothers Big Sisters works, but they always have the questions of, how often do people get along with or get involved with their little, and what kind of things do they do? Is there any kind of schedule involved with that?
Sure. This is a great program to get involved with. We have both community-based and site-based matches. In the community-based match, a mentor would apply online and get matched with a child where they would drive to the child's house, pick them up at home, and take them places in the community.
Anywhere they want.
They can go bowling, they can go to parks, they can work on maybe a sport or a skill that the child is interested in. And the times vary. It's always once a week if possible, but the amount of time varies due to the types of activities they do together. Every activity takes a different amount of time. So there might be times where they spend an hour one week and maybe 3 hours on a Saturday afternoon another time.
Okay.
In the site-based program, we have a couple of different site-based programs within. There is school-based, and the school-based program is where a mentor would meet with the child at their area school, and they don't take the child off campus. Whatever they do right there at school. They can do artwork, they can help with homework, they can just sit and talk, they can go on the playground and play on the monkey bars if they want, just be a kid again. We also have a fairly new program, a workplace mentoring program. And the workplace mentoring is where we bus children to an area business, and the children get to interact with the people right at their workplace. And that's really convenient for a lot of people who say, I can't get out of work, or I don't have that kind of time.
Exactly, which I think a lot of the time is usually the issue, is the scheduling. People are so busy today with work and with other activities that it's hard for them to find even time once a week to do these kinds of things.
Sure.
Nicole, you're on the board for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and so that's just another way that you can get involved. Even if you don't want to be a big, you can still get involved in the board or be a volunteer. So Nicole, maybe you can tell us about your experience on the board.
Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to get involved is because I really believe in that opportunity to get kids some experiences with adults. You know, kids, it's tough being a kid, and if you don't, we are all older, and it seems like it was an easier time. So anytime we can get some adults to interact with kids and really guide them and help them make decisions. Now, a lot of these people have even great home lives, but the kids just need a little extra. They just need a little more guidance. And so this is a good opportunity for us to get in there. And the reason why I wanted to be on the board is to help provide some of those opportunities, because we never run out of littles. We could have kids for miles. The list is long. What we need is to connect those adults to those kids. You know, we talk about the time crunch and everybody's busy. One of the things we always encourage is if you have your own kids and your own family, just bring them along. It's like now you're just adding them to be a part of your family. You don't have to take them separate and do things differently. The reason why we're here today too is to talk a little bit about Oshkosh getting involved and realizing that the opportunity for businesses in Oshkosh, and it's right in your backyard, and we want people to be involved with it and be able to find a mentoring opportunity for them.
Yes, and so really businesses can get involved and sign up and have their employees get involved with.
Well, and that's the thing that we're trying to get to is, like, a lot of times serving on the board is one avenue, because what you can do is you can help. We do a lot of great fundraisers. Friday, for example, is our golf outing, so that's always a great event. And it's just a good way. You raise money. The more money you raise, the more matches you can put together. And we say it's about $1,000 to match a child, which these people go through pretty extensive background checks. It's not just kind of willy-nilly anybody who wants to. They really need to have that opportunity. They have to go through a pretty extensive checklist, and even the families that apply. So being here now and being in Oshkosh is an opportunity for some of those businesses to go, how do I get my employees involved in the community? This would be a great way. Let's bring the kids to you and find a way to make it work.
And I can't imagine a more fun way to break up the workday to have some kids come in and just talk to them and show them around, show them what you do on a day-to-day basis.
And a lot of times there's some fear. And people are like, well, I don't really get kids, or I don't really know. Well, here's what we're here for you. And that's what the great thing that Lori and her team do is they'll give you ideas. You're like, hey, I got an 8-year-old and I have no idea what to do. Well, we'll help you. We get Brewers tickets. We give you bowling tickets. We had a great donation for some Milwaukee Bucks tickets. And the people that went had a great time. So we're always looking for experiences for kids to have. And we help you do that. And honestly, it can be as simple as going to the park and playing catch. It doesn't have to be this really expensive, really productive thing. It's just time. That's what we want is time.
Yes, and there's a ton of support, like you said, that you're not just going into it blindly and all of a sudden you're matched with someone and you're on your own. You can always, there's all kinds of things and support from the Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
That's a great point, because not only do they go through careful screening and kind of a lengthy interview, but it's fun. We ask a lot of fun questions, insightful. But once a match is made, we don't just have people go out there and see if it works. They are watched and helped throughout their whole match. So if they ever have a question or a concern or need an idea for an activity, we can help with all of that. It is a professionally supported match, and each and every match has equal time.
Wonderful. Well, I know we could talk for hours about all of this. I do want to direct people to the website too for more information. There's a lot of great statistics about the benefits for both the bigs and the littles.
Absolutely.
So what is the website for people to go to?
It's bbbsfvr.org.
Wonderful. And there's tons of information, all kinds of great pictures.
Great success stories of videos of kids that are like, this has really worked for me. It's been awesome. So it's very cool.
And Nicole, you're looking for board members right now currently.
Well, we're always looking to reach out in the community. And the benefit about serving on the board is it opens up doors for us. The more people that we have sitting on our board, the more people we can connect with. We want to be knocking on doors and saying, how can we get your business involved? What do we need to do to get your employees to have this opportunity? Maybe it's one, maybe it's the entire fleet. It doesn't matter. So if you're interested in doing that, I again would encourage you to search the website. You can see all of us that are listed that are board members and see who's a part of it. I mean, there are some pretty major players that serve on this board. It's a big deal. It's an honor to be sitting on the board, I have to be honest. And it's one of those things that I appreciate the opportunity to help connect those bigs and littles, because it's just one of those experiences that kids they're never going to forget it.
Yes. Well, I really hope, I can't wait to share this interview with everyone around Oshkosh and hopefully get that many more bigs for you guys. Don't forget to sign on to the website, get more information. And Lori and Nicole, thank you both so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.